everybody, welcome and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be answering some questions that you guys sent me on my Instagram. I had put up a question here on my Instagram and most of you sent some interesting questions. The theme of today's video is basically general get to know me questions, what I had put on my Instagram. And most of you sent some questions and I have a bunch of them to go through. So without further ado, let me get right into it. Do you ever feel lonely? Yes, I do. Who, in brackets, person, do you trust the most? Okay, without even thinking about it, I think this would be my mother. What is your biggest fear? My biggest fear is not being able to make myself as proud. You know, like I have these things that I just want to do for myself, and my biggest fear is not being able to do that. For whatever reason, I think that's one of those things. What chore do you absolutely hate doing? Guys, I hate washing. Like, I hate doing laundry. Like, not only washing, in fact, I hate doing everything laundry related. I hate ironing. I hate washing. I hate hanging clothes. I hate unhanging clothes. When is your birthday? My birthday is on April 6th. What is your favorite animal? Guys, my favorite animal is a lion. No questions asked, no explanation. I love lions. If you could choose to be a certain age forever, what age would it be and why? And this age would be 30. Why would I choose to be 30 forever? I think it's because 30 is a median age. And I feel like at 30, I'll be able to do whatever it is I want without answering to anybody. Okay, let me rephrase that. My parents will be my parents forever. And then there's still people that help me make decisions. There's still people who, you know, help me go through life. And I'll probably still have to answer to those people. But at 30, why? Because it's 30. Yes. Sorry if I keep looking down. I wrote down the questions down here, so that's what I'm looking at. Have you ever had something happen to you that you think was bad, but then turned out good? Guys, I could say all the time, like most of the times, all the bad things that happen to me, I'm going to be like me personally, like I'm going to face something that I think is traumatic, or maybe I get a bad grade in my exam or anything like that. But it all turns out to be for the best. Like, it turns out to be for the best. Like, I'll give you an example of like, there's this particular time when I got, like, suspended from high school and whatnot. So my dad came to school, he picked me up, and I went home with him after that. And when I was home, I had the chance to actually think about what I had done, and it gave me room to actually improve. And I studied more while I was home compared to what I was doing when I was in school. So that worked out. The next question I have is, what do you miss the most about being a kid? I think being a kid was so beautiful because I never had responsibilities. Like, you know, you could do anything carefree simply because you're a kid. Like, I miss those days. I miss those days so bad. What was the last time you got nervous? Right now. What's your favorite season of the year and why? I love winter. Why? Because I can easily wear warm things and I'll be okay. I can stay in the house, turn on the heater, you know, all those good stuff, and I'll be okay. But when it's so hot, like it's so hot, you'll be in the pool 1 minute and you'll be out and you still feel hot. But then with winter, I feel like, and the rainy season, guys, I don't know no car or anything like that. I hate the way it spoils my plans. And it blocks me from going where I want to go. But it's good for crops. But my favorite season is winter. What's the best advice you've ever received? So the best advice I've ever received was from my dad, I think. No, I've received a bunch of advice that I consider good and great. But there's this particular advice that my dad gave to me. And almost each and every day, I think of that and it keeps me going. My father told me, you can do anything you put your mind to, Christina. You are a special child, and yeah, I'm a special child. The next question is, what's your dream job? Guys, my dream job is to be a doctor. I want to be a doctor so bad. So bad. Like, when it finally happens, I'm going to be the happiest person on earth. That's my dream job. What's my favorite color to wear? Black. Who's your best friend and why? I don't have a best friend. Why don't I have a best friend? Because I feel like it's overrated. It's overrated because why should there be a person existing on earth who knows everything about me? Is that not what people say? No best friend knows everything about me, blah, blah, blah. So why should there be a person existing on this earth who knows everything about me? Like, make it make sense. Okay, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, that's cool and whatnot. But to me, it really doesn't make sense. Because I have friends, I literally have a category of friends for almost everything. Like, I know the kind of friends I can go to get advice. I know the kind of friends I could go to present a problem. And I have my mother. I talk to my mother about everything. What's the best gift you've ever received? A Bible. What was the last book you read? The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. Is your glass half full or half empty? So I've got this notion where I look at everything from the bright side. So my glass is half full. And that means we're going somewhere, right? How long does it take you to get ready in the morning? I would say roughly about an hour and 20 minutes. Like, that's including my bath in a regular day. Who knows you best? I don't know. Guys. I don't know. I honestly do not know. Maybe my mother? I think I'm saying my mother too much, but I think my mother. I don't know. What do you do to keep fit? I walk to keep fit. What keeps you going on bad days? The hope and belief that tomorrow will be a better day. What's your favorite memory verse of the Bible, in the Bible, and why? My favorite memory verse in the Bible is Ecclesiastes 3, verse 1. And it says, to everything there's a season, a time for every purpose under heaven. So the reason why I like this Bible verse is because, like, this is actually something that one of the things that actually keep me going, because I know everything that happens to me happens for a reason, and everything that happens to me only after God has approved it to happen. So it helps me stress less, worry less, and it just helps me be energetic and keep going and keep pushing, you know. My last question, I managed to go through almost all of them. My last question is, something that was said to you that you will never forget and has impacted your life a great deal. So I've got so many things that were said to me that have impacted my life a great deal. But there was this one time when me and my grandpa were seated at his veranda and we're having some tea, if I'm not mistaken. And he looked at me and told me, you know, you are such a great person and you can do so many things as long as you put your mind to it. Like he told me, Christina, I have never seen a young girl with so many dreams and a bright future like you. I don't know if he said that because he's my grandfather, but that meant a lot to me. And it keeps me going every single day of my life because he was my grandfather, yes. And then, you know, grandparents are these people that you talk about anything with. Like, those people would tell you the truth and not mind. All in the name of it's a joke or we're just talking. Like, those people are one of the realest people. They're like, you know how it feels to be around kids. Not calling them kids, but you know how it feels to be around kids. Like, those people are so natural. Like, they just you know, yes. So he said this to me, and that has impacted my life a great deal. A great deal. Like, I think of that every single time and keeps me going. Well, that brings us to the end of this video. If you made it to the end, comment down below a red heart. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on your poster notifications, and make sure you are sharing the videos. Okay? And make sure you follow my social media. I'll put everything down below. Thank you.